offensive firepower was. DeMar went out. It was
Right.
tough to.
It was, and we lost him, and that's one of the growing moments for him. No matter how tough it gets or how much frustration sets in, fatigue, whatever it is, you got to buckle up and roll with it. We talked about it after the game. This was a teaching moment for him, and that's part of his maturity process. When you're the man on the team, and you got to be responsible for that. We had two of those. LK had a tough technical in a close situation down the stretch, and we can't let frustration set in. We got to finish the games in professional ways and play the game the right way. And it was clearly a foul on the LK. He ran over the guy, and now you compound it with a technical. So hopefully we learn from it, and going forward we don't have those heady plays when these games count. And that's what we're teaching for right now, is when these games count, we can't have those mental mistakes.
That said, again, their backcourt got you a little bit, Jennings and
Right.
Ellis.
Well,
don't have.
The tough thing is you don't have firepower to go back with them. And Ben worked his butt off, and Gary Forbes worked their butt off. But when you give them 22 turnovers, 22 extra bullets to come back at you with their type of offensive ability, that's tough. And we held them to 37%, but we gave it right back with the turnovers. And that's, again, we knew that coming in, that their guards were going to be lethal. They were going to be in attack mode, and they were.
Coach, how much did the lack of familiarity, guys playing together, not getting the practice time in that fourth quarter?
No, I don't think that had a lot to do with it. I mean, that is, throwing the ball away, technical fouls, just fumbles out of bounds that had nothing to do with it. Missing layups, those things have nothing to do with familiarity. Just the fact of executing. Fatigue, we were shorthanded. James plays 40. We played some big minutes at 3-4. They had a small lineup in. So some of our guys, smaller guys, had to play a lot of big minutes. And their veterans were used to playing those big minutes together. And I thought fatigue set in and frustration set in and got the best of us.
James obviously has something to show you over the end of the course of the season. Is he getting there? Is he doing
That's
it?
one reason why we started him tonight. He made strides. First of all, the first part of the season, he again had some turnovers and tried to do too much, and kind of settled down and got back in the starting lineup. Got out of the starting lineup. He's worked his way back in, and he gave us some big rebounds tonight, big numbers, and did a good job.
Still trying to do a little too much, though?
Well, he can. And then, that's again a growing process. But else, we had nobody really else out there to go to. He had a matchup with Dunleavy on him. He made some good plays, but again, he's just keeping the game simple is going to be his big challenge going forward, and making the easy play instead of making a complicated play and not playing in the crowd.
I think it was a career high 13 rebounds for him. I think he was one off.
Is that what it is? Yeah, I'm not sure what it is, but he did a good job on the boards. He's a multiple position player for us, 3 and 4. He can guard multiple positions. But again, he's just got to keep the game simple, and again, part of his growing process, and he's still going through the rookie growing process.
Thanks, sir.